Welcome to Off My Chest, where OP causes someone to die. Our next Reddit post is from Social Justice AF. I got married at 22, an amazing man. I don't think that he could have been more perfect at the time. No red flags at all. A month after we got married, he went on his first military deployment while he was deployed. We would talk about how he wanted to try to conceive a child as soon as he came back. So that's what we did. And I actually got pregnant really quickly upon his return. Unfortunately, when he came back from his deployment, he was a completely different person. My first sign of this was when I told him I was pregnant. Since this was planned, I expected him to be excited. After I shared the news with him, he pretended he was going to hug me, and then body slammed me instead, then called my dad and told him what he did. I endured this for 2 more years. My breaking point was when he choked me until I went unconscious and started bleeding from the mouth while I was breastfeeding my daughter, all because he was upset that I said good morning while he was playing Call of Duty and his mic wasn't muted. When I came to, I called the police and called my parents to come pick me up. I stayed gone after 3 years and then went back like a dummy after my dad passed away. I thought my husband had changed, but he just started back up again after he felt like he had me where he needed me. I attempted to leave again multiple times after that, but was unsuccessful. He was a narcissist, and I had undiagnosed bipolar disorder at the time, though I wasn't yet diagnosed. I figured that in order for me to leave and stay gone, I needed to move on with someone else. So that's what I did. I knew that I needed a new favorite person before I even understood what a favorite person was. So I started dating my high school sweethearts. We fell in love again really quickly, and it helped me leave my abusive ex-husband. And then my high school sweetheart died suddenly, which is either my karma or some sick joke Sky Daddy played on me. I don't know, but by the time of his death, I had already left my ex-husband, and it honestly saved my life because I've had multiple brushes with death, the last one being my ex-husband. It's choking me in front of our 2 children and telling them he was going to go to prison for killing me and they'd have to go to foster care while he was doing it. So yeah, cheating is bad in general, but I cheated. Don't regret it. Not sorry, it's the reason I'm alive. My ex-husband did kind of catch me cheating and he cried. I still felt no remorse. I actually wanted to laugh, but I didn't laugh because I didn't want him to kill me. I kind of like this reply from Linnea, who says it's not cheating if you're not in an actual relationship. The way I see it, he held you hostage and didn't treat you like his wife and mother of his children. Good for you for getting out. Our next Reddit post is from Temporary Ad. This happened 10 years ago. It was my fault. I shouldn't have snapped. It eats me up from the inside every single day. If I could go back and do things differently, I would in a heartbeat. 10 years ago, when I was 16, this new kid started at school. I was really into Minecraft back then, and he was wearing a Minecraft t-shirt. I didn't have anyone to play with, so I approached him and tried to start a conversation. He was really hesitant and shy at first, but when I asked him about the shirt and complimented it, he lit up. We got to know each other a bit and planned to play together. We played together for quite a few times and had fun, but eventually I got bored of the game and went outside with my friends instead. My friends didn't like this guy, so we never invited him, and that's when he started to get a little clingy. He would constantly keep asking to play and wouldn't take a hint if I said no. He also asked our friend group if he could play outside with us quite a few times, and I didn't mind him and would have welcomed him, but some people in the group didn't want him there, so I went along with it. He started following me around a bit later and pestering me quite often. He would follow me around and talk about memes, YouTube videos, and Minecraft, often talking about it non-stop for up to 10 minutes without even giving me a chance to speak. This kept going on for quite a while, and the whole time I was getting more and more irritated. Yet the more we spoke, the more I was getting irritated. I was too scared to back out of the conversation politely, which led to my irritation building up over time. Then I had one bad day which took away a life. One day we were at the bus station and he approached me and started chatting. At one point, All the anger built up over time inside me, except bloated. And I snapped and I told him, "Just shut up. I was never your friend. We just played Minecraft together a few times. You're extremely annoying and nobody likes you." The next day, the teacher sat us down and told us that he had committed suicide. My entire world shattered. I instantly knew that what I said caused this. I was invited to the funeral, during which his parents spoke to me and revealed an extremely important detail about him. It turns out he was very autistic and had severe trouble making friends all his life, and he was obsessed with Minecraft. When he met me and we played, he became really happy and wouldn't stop talking to his parents about how he finally made a good friends. They knew me as his best friend. This shattered my world. I didn't know that he was autistic and that he considered me his only friend. I didn't realize how important our play sessions together were for him, but that doesn't justify what I did. I should have never said that. I still can't play Minecraft after a decade. Today is the 10th anniversary of his death, and I needed to post this because it should have been me, not him. I'm not saying this to trash on. Clearly he's trashing on himself enough as it is. This is just kind of life advice in general. You ever hear that phrase? Being nice is free? Well, in a lot of cases, the opposite is also true. Being mean is costly. Our next Reddit post is from Music Beats. My girlfriend is beyond stupid, and I feel like I might have to end the relationship. Okay, when I first met my girlfriend, I noticed she's sometimes made misjudgments, but I didn't think much of it. Now that we've been together 2 years, I realize how stupid she is. This might sound harsh, but that's the only word I can think of. We'll go downtown to some place she wants to go to, and she'll walk down a street and be like, "Oh, wait, wrong way." Then walk down another street and be like, "Oh no, wrong way." Then walk down another street and be like, "Oops, wrong way again." It's horrible. She has no sense of direction, and I feel so stupid following her around. She also talks in circles, which makes me so angry. Like, for example, yesterday she asked me, "Do you want a burrito for dinner?" I replied that we don't have the ingredients for a burrito, so I'm going to eat the food that we have in the house. She then asks, "Oh, so you don't want a burrito?" So I thought maybe she bought ingredients for a burrito. So I said, "Sure, I'll have a burrito." She then says, "Okay, but we don't have the ingredients for a burrito." Like, yes, I know that her stupidity makes me treat her worse, which I hate because I don't want to be rude to people. But sometimes the way she talks and acts just infuriates me. I also feel more slow and held down when I'm with her. Like when she makes a dumb decision, I'm usually around her, so I have to help her correct her mistake. Anytime I do something alone, I feel a huge wave of happiness go through my body because I don't feel held back from her behavior. Overall, she's a good person, but I honestly don't think I can continue our relationship with her. Her misjudgments caused me so much financial loss and general stress. I'm honestly not sure how I feel about this because all the examples OP gives don't actually make me believe this woman is stupid. Having a bad sense of direction. You can be smart and still have a bad sense of direction. If anything, both of you are stupid for not using Google Maps to navigate on your phone. In 2025, you're both lost. Why is she the one getting called stupid? And then the whole burrito conversation. Maybe she asked because she wanted to order a burrito or go out to eat and get a burrito. OP's the one making assumptions. Either way, it's super clear that OP just doesn't respect his girlfriend, so they shouldn't be together. This post is just really making me wonder who's the stupid one here. Honestly, OP's the only person who has actual evidence of stupidity because he's staying with a woman that he doesn't respect. You dumb. Our next Reddit post is from Anina Boo Boo, my husband, who's lovely by the way, used to have a big career but left everything to start something of his own. His new adventure sounds fancy, but honestly it eats more money than it brings in and it's a huge risk. However, when you hear about it, you might think, man, that's a good business. We live a good life, I'm not going to lie. So I know how that looks. There's this family friend woman that we kinda recently met. All was fine and respectful until this woman heard what my husband does for his own business. How much we paid for our house, which school our kids go to, etc. Information that slowly came out. She then started to directly and shamelessly flirt with him. You know how it goes. But the funny part, I'm the one making the money. Everything she likes about our life, I'm the one paying for it. My job is enough to give us the life we have now and allow my husband to take the risks. So, joke's on her, I guess. Which you start to flirt with me if she knew. Gosh, I hope not. Out of curiosity, I went into Ops account to try to figure out what her job might be. Because I'm wondering, why does her job sound poor but make a lot of money? And why does her husband's job sound rich but make little money? And almost every single one of her posts is about reverse harem, which is about one girl screwing a bunch of guys. So maybe she's a romance author writing about gangbangs and threesomes and all that good stuff. Our next Reddit post is from Deleted as an Indian Woman. All I've heard my whole life is how to be perfect, study hard, get into a prestigious university and build a career, and then let it all go for a guy your parents approve of. Let his parents treat you like their slave and have his children. My parents luckily are wonderful people, and they've always cherished me. But my ambition and the need to just not be unhappy has always made me a pariah in my childhood circles. My ex and I started dating when we were both teenagers. He was kind and also my classmate, and I loved him a lot. We stayed together until after the first year of my college. Then the emotional abuse started. His mother came to know about us, and she hated me. My mother is a college-educated woman, and she hated that. She thought because my mum isn't a religious bigot, I'd break the family if I married into it. He started to hate me. I spent months not sleeping and crying all the time. I had depression, all because he would yell at me and not let me break up with him. I go to his family functions, and his friends, especially a much younger family friend, would come up to me and sometimes take away the chair that I was sitting on, spill water on my sari, drop a curry on me while serving food, all while telling my ex's mum while I'm in earshot that I'm a whore who dates boys and does drugs. My ex would stand there and not defend me. Looking back, 19-year-old me was a massive idiot, and God did the ordeal with my ex teach me life lessons. I told my dad because I couldn't eat properly, and I was in a horrible mental state. He called my ex up, and I don't know what he said, but he said that my ex wouldn't bother me again, and we should break up. Except he did bother me whenever he got drunk, and after a while I blocked him. He also ended up marrying that family friend the moment that he had a job. I only know anything about him because our only mutual friend told me a few days back that they're miserable. My ex has a job he hates, and his mum makes his life a living hell. While fighting with his wife, who thought that she married into money and wouldn't have to work at all except his ultra-conservative father, would never allow household help to enter their pure home. They always fight wherever they go. The mum and wife scream all the time at each other, and my ex doesn't want children anymore, so his dad and him don't talk to each other, and they all live in the same house. I can't help but feel really satisfied. I know it's horrible. I know I should have empathy, but I can't bring myself to do it. He ruined a year of my life that I'd never get back. I just can't stop feeling good about it, even though I know I shouldn't. You know the best. Revenge is a life well lived, but the revenge is a lot sweeter when the other guy has a sucky life to boot. Our next Reddit post is from Robin Gap. My partner and I were in bed watching silly videos when a clip of a comedian popped up asking people about the weirdest place they'd had intercourse. Without thinking, I laughed and said, "Oh, for us, it was definitely the beach. Remember when we used to go there?" For context, it was a very isolated beach. But then he looked at me and said, "No, the weirdest place was in that bathroom at the grocery store." I froze. What? I stared at him, confused. We never did it in the bathroom of a grocery store. He insisted. We did. Back when he was living with his brother and I was staying with my aunt, he even painted the scene. Our son was asleep, so we snuck off to the bathroom. only our son wasn't even born yet. I was pregnant at that time, and I'm absolutely sure that I would remember having intercourse in a supermarket bathroom. That kind of adrenaline rush would have stayed with me forever. Yet he kept insisting it happened. And that's when it hit me. Did he cheat on me and forget the person he was with? Wasn't even me. This was 10 or 11 years ago. But still, I would not have forgotten this. And I know this because I remember every place I've ever done it in public, even from before I was with him. So this made absolutely no sense to me. Also, OP posted an edit that in the past her husband has cheated on him and she forgave him, which feels like a very relevant fact to include in your post. And I'm looking through her post history and there's no update, so it looks like OP is going to forgive this instance of cheating two guys. Now I'm trying to think if your partner cheats on you, but your partner remembers that person as being you, your face and your body. Is that better or worse? I think it's better. But not by much. It's like spraying perfume on a turd. That was our /OffMyChest. And if you like this content, check out my podcast where I publish the exact same episodes. Also, hit that subscribe button because I put out new Reddit episodes every single day.